Bam, going live. Welcome to the stream tonight, everybody. Pro Se Legal School. We brought you tools. You guys do the punching. I mean, the work. Okay, just some things lined up here, and let's get started. Okay, so in tonight's live stream, we're going to, well, yeah, you guys saw the title this. You be the judge before court. Yeah, in tonight's live stream, I'm going to share with you guys what we're doing to stop Judge Annie T. Christoff and Judge Catherine Cob Theisen. I think that's how you say her name. Anyway, we're going to do a quick update on the number of bodies that that they sent down here, and we're going to review the roadblock that the cavalry's having, trying to save the judge, and why they have the sense of urgency. And I think they're already, I think they're already, having a situation over there. So in tonight's stream, we're going to talk about those things and what our game plan is going to be now. They're taking it seriously, and then we're going to talk about a few other things. I want to talk about the other things first while we're right here for the people who might go to sleep. Okay, so when the players dismiss we're going to talk about what to do. I always say I don't tell you what to do, whatever. If you're in my program and you have a situation, then you should figure out what the situation is, why you think they're trying to do this situation, and what you think you need to do to stay on top of this situation and stay in control of it. So, but we're going to do a couple of what to do tonight. So what's going on when the players respond to your fire that you get off my website with a letter that's off the record, that's off the court record? So why would they do that? Bam. They do that because they don't want to respond on the record to your fire. They want to play dumb and act like they don't know what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. That's why they do that. They get around. Now, if you're smart, what I would do probably is take that letter that they send you and do a judicial notice or demand to strike their stuff or whatever because they didn't properly respond and they're out of time. Oh yeah, they be on some slick stuff over here and there. So some other things they do too, like in the case we're going to talk about later, they bring in 3 assistant attorney generals. Oh, oh, y'all can tell I'm nervous, right? It wouldn't matter if it was 9 because we just struck their ass with the demand to strike. Actually, I call it the chopper. We got them with the chopper. Yeah, because they don't have any authority to come down here and get in anybody's face. They're paid by the same corporation that's paying the damn judge. So how they going to represent the judge? Yeah, we're going to talk about that later because that's getting a little hot over there. And we're also going to talk about if they're stalling the process. If they're stalling the process and they're not answering to you, then there's a situation. Most of the time, they're going to claim you didn't serve them properly. Or like in Tammy's case, she listed the judge in the judge's corporate capacity. And so that required, so now they're requiring her to serve the judge in their corporate capacity, where you have to serve the attorney general or some other shit or whatever. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to file a supplemental pleading, and we're going to change the name on it and remove the judge off of it, because soon a corporation, I want to sue the people that's signing shit and doing stuff. So that's how. And we don't do fake shit here. We don't do fake crap. We don't do no fake crap. We don't, if they send somebody else to help their corporation kick our ass, we're going to add their ass to the shit in one way or another. I'll have like a whole bunch of different ways, okay? We're not going to sit back and let them bring in some fancy, Judge Christoff brought in U.S. assistant attorney, the U.S. attorney on the federal level to help her, and we choppered her ass too, so. And you know what else we did? We also made a video. We made a video of these judges, and we're making more, and we're posting them, and so everybody can see. This is going to be your evidence. This is the evidence videos that we're making. And you know what? The cool thing about the videos is, okay, so if you have a YouTube channel, and you're badass with a whole bunch of badass people like y'all, and running my numbers up to like almost 10,000 subscribers, then yeah, if you have a badass channel, then you can do some stuff. And if you have your channel SEO'd, the search engine optimization of, y'all go look it up. If you have a channel SEO'd, it's amazing what you can do. Like for instance, one of my videos pulled up right underneath, Judge Annie T. Christoff. Yep. I was looking for a picture of her, put in a thing, and right underneath the federal government's website was, and the metadata in the video is the first paragraph and a half that you read. The metadata said something to the effect of, Judge Annie T. Christoff being sued for helping fellow bar members. Oh, that's so hot. Yeah, so we have other videos pulling up underneath these people's. Oh, they don't want you. Dude, U.S. Assistant Attorney Nisa C. Jones, she spells her name differently on her, when she's not at work. Let me put it to you that way. Oh yeah, and the attorney that's helping Judge Catherine run the RICO divorce court there here in Lawrence. He's had several plea deals where he took a deal and one paid like $40,000 or something, maybe 60. I don't know. Thousands of dollars in pleas for something. I don't know. It's hard to believe that these people Nisa C. Jones, she got several aliases too. I don't know why these people working for the government have to have a bunch of different names. But, if you do your homework on People Finder, People Looker, you can look this stuff up, and then you just put all the information right out there and let everybody see, because that's the only thing they care about. Everybody seeing. So if they're stalling the process, you need to do the check down. You need to check their service for your state. You need to check and make sure you didn't put the judge on there. You need to check and make sure they're not full of full of something. Yeah. So the strategies that we use, we keep their asses at the gate. No, people say, I'm protected. Oh, I got to hurry up because they're going to They're gonna sell the house, whatever. Okay, you know what? The goal's not to stop the sale of the house. The goal's not to stop but no, just hear me out. With that said, if you have a game plan that's going to stop the court process and protect you from the eviction situation on the backside of dirty shit, then that's what you need to be doing. We don't do no fake corporations. We don't respect corporations. We don't have nothing to do with the corporations. So Judge Annie Christoff, she hired. We're gonna kind of go down where we're at right now with the judges, because we got more than one right now. Judge Annie Christoff, she hired. So Tammy sued the state judge, and if I remember this correct, an attorney who took her money. The judge awarded her $985,000, and after she paid the attorneys and paid the court and paid all this stuff, the money that she had left, the judge gave it to the attorneys using a statute. That's not a valid law, because you don't have an acting clause. Okay. And so Tammy sued them, and she sued them in state court, or in federal court, excuse me. And the federal magistrate judge, Judge Annie T. Christoff, signed on and ordered Tammy to a show cause hearing. The magistrate judge on the federal level in Tennessee signed on and ordered Tammy to a show cause hearing. And so clearly Judge Christoff was answering on behalf. She was representing them. Because in order to move anybody for a show cause hearing, you have to have an affidavit signed, you have to have why you're moving and all of that, and that stuff is done by the defendant, not the judge in the case. And not only that, Judge Annie T. Christoff didn't have the consent form signed by all parties. In order for a lesser judge to be involved, the consent on the federal level, the consent form for all parties has to be signed, or the judge is violating the judge rules, the judgery laws over there. And so, they're already violating your due process by dragging your happy asses in their administrative court. And then they're going to violate their administrative court rules. They just way out of control. Now, I believe Judge Christoff is representing herself. I don't know. I haven't checked. I know that Anissa C. Jones didn't sign anything. The last thing that came out, the judge signed it, and she CC'd it to Miss Jones. So, I don't know. Miss Jones had to go sit down or something. I don't know what happened there. Okay, so Judge Christoff is claiming she wasn't adequate. She wasn't properly served, which is ridiculous when you're out already whining about everything that's going on in the case. But that's all right. We figured out what the situation was. Tammy placed the word judge in front of her name, so she thinks that requires Tammy to serve the Attorney General and all these 10 other steps. Like, you kidding me right now? Okay, so me and Tammy we've been talking. So she's just going to do a supplemental pleading, which all you got to do is just take the word judge off of that and then go down there and re-stick it in their face. Don't even cost you nothing. But you can add a count to it, or even a party. You can always add a clerk that sign on it. That'd give you what they think they need for you to do that. And then, and this is what I suggest everybody do, just when you go down and put your stuff down there and you get everybody, so you got a file stamp copy, then I would go down, I'd place that puppy, I would give a public notice, do public notice of your lawsuit, even before you serve all those fools, okay? because that'll just get you right around all of this crap. And Tammy said, well, when you do public service, does that get you over having to serve them, whatever? And I texted, but dude, are you killing me right now? I said, Google it. So then she said, well, I'm not getting, oh, dude, you need the AI. You need the Copilot AI. And remember that you can't use that to answer. You use that to educate yourself between the Copilot and Google and the videos on the YouTube channel. That's how you do that. Because if you just use that, then I'm gonna find out, and your ass gonna be running laps. Okay, so but there's a couple more things to using AI for legal research. You got to ask the questions in a way like you're asking a dumbass attorney, because attorney ain't gonna answer nothing if you ask straight up. Hell, they're gonna lie anyway. You have to. Okay, sorry. I'm sure some attorneys don't lie. Okay, so you got to ask the question in a way that you're not attacking the legal system. Okay, because they done all of that shit they got in there. Okay, but the machine's a machine. And if you have some idea what the situation is, then it's not too hard to figure out after 2 or 3 questions and reading what they give you. It puts in your head the words that you need to be using for the next question. Okay, I don't know if that makes sense, but that's how it works in my head. So now she's going to take care of that service thing, which is ridiculous because that's all they got. We've been letting them play out with that for quite a while over there, but that's all they got. So Tammy's gonna go ahead and nip that in the bud, and then I'm putting together a demand for default that I'm going to use in my foster kids' RICO divorce case they filed against him, since they got new judge and we got a little action going on over there. So Tammy's getting ready to file she's going to file a less pending lien against something because she's going in against the judge now, the other judge, for $100 million. And so, I'm thinking just off of my head and watching the Channel 5 Action 5 News video on the property tax fraud and the 400 homes that were sold that weren't delinquent. Okay, I'm thinking, and they mentioned in the video the land bank and how the land bank was connected and selling property to foreign people from other countries. Yeah, y'all keeping up with me? I'm thinking that she need to put her less pending lien on the land bank and its assets, or the Register of Deeds Association, or both. The Register of Deeds Association is where they start with illegally connecting your property to all of their websites and all of their stuff. And that's how, if you're in non-judicial foreclosure, that's how they're already coming to your house, taking pictures of your stuff, getting all up in your business, because the Register of Deeds Association allows everybody from all these different countries, not just states. So Tammy's in the process of getting everything worked out that needs to be worked out, so she can start playing with these people, because I think she's kind of having fun right now. She found out about Copilot. She texted me back. She's like, "Oh wow, I did not." Yeah, okay. So just be careful how you use it, but it is a tool that helps us get some things done. Now, the divorce court Judge Catherine Theisen is in a little bit different situation, a little different position because we added her property of law offices to my foster kid's lawsuit as damages. And the internet says she has 39 residents, and I don't. It doesn't look like there's 39. I didn't know what's or why they'd be residents if it's a commercial building and their law offices inside of the building. I don't think they'd be residents. I don't know. I think if they were residents, or I think if it was commercial, it would be on a different tax scale or something. If she's paying taxes, I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna find out because we're gonna put a lien on that building, and so we added that building to the lawsuit as damages, and that increased the urgency of the situation for the state judge's property to be on the hook. But in the beginning, they just played around and act stupid because, well, they're not used to getting punched in the face. So, and now they're running out of time. So they used their card for the 14-day extension, and they sent 3 U.S. Assistant Attorney Generals from Topeka down here, and so we whacked them up with the chopper. And so I didn't know. So then they hired 2 more. They hired 2 people from a law firm from out of state, from Missouri, to come over here to Kansas. And I'm not sure what they were hoping the law firm was going to do to distract me or something. I don't know. But what I do know is that they have a roadblock in their way. They have a roadblock in their way. Everybody that uses my documents that we file in state court, we have those documents structured to crush the state court process. We used to move things and do all that extra work, but not anymore. Now we just, bam, crush the state court process at the gate. Oh, I know, Coach, you're sounding crazy right now. They told me I was, so I had no limitations on my thinking. I see patterns that other people don't see. Okay, so they have a roadblock in their way, and this roadblock is in all of the documents that people invest from in my program. The roadblock is that we use federal case law and all of the stuff that we use everywhere, including state court. They whine about it, but they can't do a damn thing about it because there's no difference in doing that than there is filing Supreme Court case law in either of the lower courts. You're welcome. I'll let that set in for a minute. Oh, why the hell don't attorneys tell you this? I'm not an attorney, so I can tell you. Yeah. So when you do that, the problem is that the state court players, they can't respond to your federal case law with state court crap because state court revised statutes and codes are non-valid laws. None of them are valid laws because they don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies. They don't have the 3 elements that the Constitution mandates must be present for something to be a valid law. So, okay. So these dudes came down here from Missouri and they signed in and they got this stuff right here. Let me click this thing so I can see it. There. They got this stuff right here to dismiss my stuff. Oh, I got another one. They want to dismiss it. Okay. See, the problem, though, is they're saying that I didn't serve the corporation. Okay? They're saying I did not serve the corporation. And the corporation is Besco LLC, right there. Besco LLC, that's the corporation. Well, I don't serve a corporation. I serve the owner of the corporation. That's this person right there. Right there. That's the owner of the corporation. So this dumbass attorney is telling me I didn't serve the corporation. Well, I included the corporation as damages in the lawsuit. And there it is. I included the corporation in the lawsuit. And I served the owner of the corporation. Yep, her name's right there, Catherine. You see her name on there? Uh-huh. So let me tell you how it goes. When you sue a corporation, okay, you can, they tell you, no, you can't sue an LLC, you can't do this, you can't do that. They told me I was crazy, and they locked my ass up, and they actually sent me back with a forcible medication order. So I believe I am. Yeah, so that's really the roadblock is the roadblock. They're not getting around that. They're not getting around the fact that they can't respond to federal court case law with state court crap. So it's a wrap. And well, they're trying now. And so the new attorneys, we're just going to demand to strike their stuff for fraudulent concealment. That's my new word, fraudulent concealment. Yeah, that's the doctrine that the Supreme Court ruled that tolls the statute of limitations. And yeah, you can bring that as a cause of action as well. But we don't really need to do that. We think a little bit twisted up. So we're going in to dismiss their stuff for fraudulent concealment because they fraudulently concealed the fact that they're not federal attorneys and they don't have the standing to answer to nothing that I filed in court. But yet they're trying. They did, and so I'm thinking we might own some law offices in my foster kid might own some law offices in Missouri too before this is over with. You know, it's funny how these people are. They think they know they're screwing my kid over. They didn't serve him. There's no by the way, I have a certified copy of the entire docket sheet so they can't change a damn thing. They can't change a damn thing. But, they want to hire some more people to come down here and a bunch of other people. And the U.S. Attorney General, Assistant Attorney General, Lynette Baker, she tried 3 times to shut me down. That was a while back. Yeah, that was a while back. And I'm still her. So, I know. They're having trouble getting around that. This is how you use my stuff. We don't file stuff and run around and wait for them to judge. No, you punch them in the face and you keep punching them in the face. We stop the state court process and you file the real fire in federal court. And then you order the federal court to make them come to the settlement table because if they couldn't and they didn't, they can't respond to what you filed in the state court, then they don't have standing to respond to shit you file in federal court, as far as I'm concerned. I know. People telling me, Coach, the federal judge's going to dismiss it anyway. Well, that, more likely than not, you're probably right if that's the way you think, because that kind of thinking, they smell the fear when you walk out your door before you get to the courthouse. Yeah, you know what? But it don't matter. It don't matter because, and here's the baddest shit right here. Here's the thing. It don't matter if they dismiss it, because I'm going to tell you right now, they're not going to use a fact of findings and a conclusions of law, which means that you're in an administrative hearing. A fact of findings and the conclusions of law is what needs to be, the judge needs to add that to whatever they got to write and put in the case at the end of the shellacking. I'm sorry, the hearing. Now, without the fact of findings and the conclusions of law, you got shit for an appeal. That's it. And without that, that is proof that you're in an administrative hearing. The judge has no immunity for administrative functions. Oh, I know they lie and tell you they have immunity all the time, whatever. Look that shit up. It's for judicial functions, but you're not in a judicial function. So, our strategy is to keep their asses at the gate. We're in a hurry. We're just going to keep them right at the gate. We ain't trying to go over there. Well, over there, because it looks good over there. We ain't trying to go over there because it's poopy over there. And they ain't finna tromp over here and mess up our stuff. We just have to keep them at the gate until they go sit their happy ass down. And I know a lot of people have trouble with that. Oh, when are we going to win? What's going to be the status? Or whatever. Well, those are questions that you ask in their conventional program, and I can tell you what the status is right now. Your shit getting thrown out in the yard. I'm just saying. That's the status of that in my head. So our goal is to keep punching them until the players visualize their shared liability. Now, for some of you, it's going to take a lot longer to get that. Okay, because y'all been running down there, throwing up your business all over the counter, and the clerk's been calling the attorney, telling them everything. Y'all are scared and shit. They just need to keep this up a few more days. That's the way they roll. People don't realize that the clerk's number one job is to protect the court's money. And you wonder why they giving y'all ass a hard time and shit, sitting over there smiling and shit, signing stuff and doing a bunch of shit, and judge ain't even seen that shit. Judge ain't even seen it, and that's why we like to have people, whenever, especially if you're in a sticky situation, then whatever you file, you want to make sure that that you mail a copy of it with a judge's chamber in black marker, really messy, written across the front. And make the judge sign for it, or somebody sign for it, and the judge is, And that way the judge can't keep their head in the sand and say they didn't know anything. So now the divorce court judge is getting real, and she hired these other attorneys to, but they're not federal, and I'm pretty sure a federal attorney, you wouldn't be able to pay him or her enough to to have their name on this fire. And this is the other thing that Jack Butler told me one day. Jack Butler's our coach. He's probably the oldest, maybe or second oldest coach in the program. I think he's 86. He told me one day that the judge can't rule or deny my stuff, because if he did, it would be like committing political suicide. And I chewed on that for a second, and I thought, oh, that's probably 100% true. 100% true. Good evening, Heather. Welcome to the show tonight. And thank you for being here. You're here every day. Free game. I think you should probably head over to the coaching. You can go to my website and head over to the coaching over to the coaching page where we have coaching at, and there's no how do you prepare for a criminal trial. Okay, how you prepare for a criminal trial? You would go to my website and get the prosecutor eliminator package, and then you would file the demand for sanctions against the prosecutor and the government, whether it's state or federal, and the agent that's supposed to be helping you. And then you would file a demand for sanctions for $3.5 million or $10 million, whatever, because they don't have, criminal statutes are non-valid laws. They don't have enacting clauses, titles, or bodies. And Title 18 was never ratified. It was short votes of ratification. I don't know how I can remember all this stuff. But yeah, dude, in their conventional program, you're toast. So I don't, everybody. Okay, think about it this way. The federal government brags that they have a 98%, 99% conviction rate. And I went through that shit. I ain't never been convicted of shit. And I never took no deal, kissed their ass. So you got to throw that in there when you're saying, But they brag about that rate. Okay, so I play football and I box. Those are two things not smart people do, Okay, so I'm thinking if 98% of those people that's locked up had attorneys, I'm going to go with the 2% and do the shit myself. Well, I didn't think that at the gate. I thought that later on after I got my ass locked up, and then they were shipping me back and forth for all these mental evaluations because I wouldn't shut the hell up. So that's how you do that. You need to go to the website and get what you need. If you're not facing like big time, if you didn't injure anybody or damage anybody's property, and you're not facing big time, then the traffic package would probably work. But if they're coming after you and talking about taking a plea deal and locking you up and all that, then you probably want to get the prosecutor eliminated package if that's what that's for. And I have that package set aside right over there for myself in case they decide to come after me for something, because they already found out I'm not a deal taker. I'm not a deal taker, and I hold a grudge for a real long freaking time. Welcome to the show tonight, Gino. Good to see you, young man. Our military veterans are always welcome here. Milton? Tried to frame me. Yeah, and they've tried everything, but the problem is they don't want me in their jail right now. Last time they hauled my ass to jail, they didn't want to send me upstairs. I told my wife to go home because I'm going to be here overnight because I'm about to get me some new business. Oh, they did not want me to. Free game, you need to go to the website and educate yourself, because we don't come here to answer these questions that you're asking, because we way past that. You can Google up what elements are necessary for something to be a valid law. I'm sure everybody could use some help. It works out in this program for people to jump in and get, I can't help you until you get what you need to get in the classroom. Okay, then, well, if you get one package, then you're communicating on Twitter. If you get the premium package, then we have another communication set up for that. But I suggest you go to the website at winningcourtnow.com and check out the most asked questions and answers section and see what other people have to say. And then you can head over to the YouTube channel where you are now and take a look at the instructional video playlist. And I would suggest looking at the updated instructional video in the instructional video playlist. The updates outline all of the things that we've changed from the real-time feedback that we receive from the people in the program punching these people in the face. So I don't know what that means. I could use some help. I could use some help too. So I feel your pain. Well, I had to stop calling them hitman because they freaked out, and I think I don't know. I mean, anybody that had half a brain would see that I was talking about them coming after our ass and punching. There was no, but my foster kids ex emailed them all freaked out. They're talking about death on your. Do you know what they're posting on your behalf, whatever? And he's laughing because he reads everything I send out. So yeah. But then I went back to YouTube and they said something about one of my videos violated their policy, so they deleted it. And I said, "What?" And I'm like, "Dude, I'm not bothering, not messing with YouTube." Besides, I ain't trying to do nothing. And then I saw later they left me a little thing saying that they saw that I violated their policy, but they didn't strike me because they knew I didn't. I didn't realize that I was doing that. So I just took that shit off. I ain't trying to make nobody grumpy. Not them anyway. Oh, yeah, and you know what? They have that document is on the website in most states, way down there at the bottom, and then sometimes they change the name on it too. So I had someone tell me, "Oh, I can't find the recorder, the Register of Deeds Association." I'm like, well, they're using a different name, okay? Because I'm sure if you're in a non-judicial state, they have it. As a matter of fact, they have one in Kansas, but not in my county, which don't mean nothing. I can still sue the one over there if I need to. But right now, we focus on some property at 1211 Massachusetts, and there's some law offices in there, and I don't know. Their rent might be going up. I told my foster kid we could turn into a homeless shelter right on downtown. Oh, I could cook over there all the time. Oh, the city would be so pissed. No, not the head. One leg at a time. One leg at a time. I like them to suffer. That's the way I roll. Yeah, everybody trying to help them, but it don't matter. There you go. I'm pretty sure it's on there, but it takes a little while to go through everything. Some people are, probably, but there you go. All right. Well, I didn't know if you're talking. If you're talking, they sent 3 U.S. Assistant U.S. attorneys, and then 2 more attorneys from out of state. So I don't know. I don't really care. I don't keep. Figure it out, Art. You asking too many questions, man. Figure it out. Yeah, that's how this is. This is school, man. I don't like to answer too many questions because then people don't get used to figuring things out. And then if they don't get used to figuring things out, they ask me too many questions. Oh, and then they have, and Marquita told me she thought I was mean. So I am. Only for the people who can't get it figured out. Hey guys, thank you for the value of sharing your time. I need to get back to work here, finish up this demand to strike these people's stuff for fraudulent concealment. Mm-hmm. I like to bring something new to the table for myself, so for my people. I don't like to use the same thing all the time. It's very time consuming, but I got this. And this is also a commercial for my business. So it's kind of cool because when we're doing what we need to do, I don't have to worry about them smelling the fear when I walk out the door, I told them I was coming last time. They had a bunch of extra police officers. I don't think they like my email. I don't know what the hell these people's problem is. No. Yeah, but anyway, now she's running out of time. I don't know what she's going to do. So she can have some more time. Catherine, if you need some more time, just call me. Okay, so y'all can tell that I'm kind of having a good time over here. And I don't do this for everybody, so don't call me and ask me whatever. Okay, I don't do family court anyway. I spent 17 years doing foster care, and I think that's really kind of depressing. But I do for my family, and then you guys get a chance to. Cars Art, this is not the program for that. And so you need to hop your butt over there and do what I'm saying, or it's not going to work out for you when you get in the program, too. So that's why I do that also. Thank you. Thank you, Heather. I need to go watch TV with my girlfriend. You guys, thank you for the value of sharing your time. I'll see you guys in the next live stream.